Stephanie from Oh You're Lovely, where we carry the largest selection of wood flowers in the United States. Today is a super fun tutorial and it's all about our summer crates. Alright you guys, welcome back to this tutorial. Today's tutorial is a little bit different because we're using supplies that you can't get on our site anymore. I know, it's a little backwards, but let me just break it down for you. We are busting into the summer crate. We do these crates seasonally, so the summer one has already gone out. If you're watching this video, hopefully you've already gotten your crate and you can start working on your project. And then all of the crates are pre-ordered, and they are pre-ordered a couple months before they actually ship. So if you're interested in getting a lovely huge box full of craft supplies, and there's usually treats and drinking cups, there's always so many different things. There's been jewelry in the past, there's been customized socks, garlands, all sorts of stuff. They're so much fun. The fall one will be announced shortly after this goes up, I believe. It's in the next couple of weeks. So definitely sign up for our newsletter over at ohyourlovely.com if you're interested in that. So now let's get to the project because this one is so stinking fun. I'm so excited. So let me show you what we're all going to be working with, and then let's get to crafting, y'all. Alright, so when you get your crate, it's gonna look like a hodgepodge. You're gonna be like, what the heck? So there is this little pot. There is a whole bunch of twine. There is this yellow colored glue stick. And then there's these little fuzzy bees. Any guesses to what we're doing? We're making a beehive. Yes, we are. So the first thing I need to do is go spray paint this. This is optional. I always freak out if the color starts to shine through. So I'm gonna spray paint this brown just to make it blend in a little bit with the twine. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. The other things that I'm going to probably use, I might use some of the Luxe Minis that came in the crate, or probably more likely making a whole bunch of little daisies out of the mini daisies assortment that came also in the crate. You can also dye these yellow and then the center's brown to look like sunflowers. I think I'm gonna stick with daisies. And then I'm probably gonna use some of this pick as well. This has already been broken down a little bit. The crate got a full one. I think I might steal some of those flowers out of there. And then we might do like little cuttings of some of the ferns just to add a little bit of greenery at the end. So I'll meet you outside. We're going to spray paint this first, and then we'll get to making the beehive. Now we are just going to let that dry. There's one cloud that looks a little gray that makes me a little worried, so I might bring this into the outside part of the studio and let it dry in there just in case. Plus sometimes I always get bugs. Do y'all get bugs? That happens to me too. One more. All right, I'll meet you back in the studio after that's dried and we will get to making the beehive. So much fun. All right, our pot is fully dried. I just turned on Vikram to start our hot glue up. So while we're waiting for that, I think what we're gonna do in the meantime is I'm gonna take some of these. I'm not gonna grab them all for right now. They're really easy to paint up if I want more. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Summer Yellow and Watermelon from our paint line. And the first thing I'm gonna do is with a smaller brush or a little bit of a finer tip, I'm gonna go on the outsides with green, and then I'm gonna put yellow in the center itself, just to give it some fun dimension. So I'm gonna work on those real quick as we wait for Sir Vikram, excuse me. Had a little tickle in my throat when I was introducing you. We're gonna wait for Sir Vikram to warm up. We're getting there. We're almost there. And then we'll get to twining up the pot. That's the most time-intensive part of this whole thing. So as soon as Mr. Vikram is ready to go, we shall do that. So I'm gonna paint some daisies, and then we'll do the rest. All right, Vikram is ready to go. Flowers have been dyed. This part's really easy, you guys. We're going to just start with a dab of glue, and it has this little lip. So we're gonna go as close to the lip as possible, and we're gonna keep going around and around and around, gluing just kind of randomly throughout. And this is why you can see those kind of gaps sometimes can appear. That's why I colored it brown instead of red, but like I said, that's optional. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. And then we're just gonna keep going over and over and over again till we get to the top. So let's do this. And then I'm gonna just hold that in place for a second. Once we get going, I don't have to hold it as much, but definitely want to that first round. Plus this is fraying a little bit, which is fine. I'm gonna go right over that, but I wanted to not glue that part down because we're gonna kind of add to it. This lip again is super, super handy. And I also may just roll this onto my silicone mat so that I don't get it stuck to a table by accident. Not that I've been known to do that or anything. And like where the rest of that twine it, I'm just gonna keep going right over it. When you are working with hot glue, it does get hot. Be careful, be mindful of your fingers. Under the pot's gonna get warm too. And I just kind of squish. I do have acrylic nails, which come in handy. And kind of nudge that along. Use something else than your actual fingers to nudge it. Please, I beg of you. Ooh, like I said, it's warm underneath the pot. I just touched something, I was like, ooh, that's toasty. If you're gonna do something like this and you're not using a plastic pot, say you're using a metal pot, please be extra, extra careful. If you didn't get the crate and you wanna do this project, you can use all sorts of different pots. I've used yogurt containers. I've used pots from my garden, as far as like the planting pots that my see my vegetables or my flowers come in. We're just gonna keep doing over that loop. This is gonna be like the quote unquote backside, so it's all right if it's a little messier. So now I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna crank up my music, and we're just gonna go around and around and around. 5 bajillion times. All right, so the first round is done and there's definitely gaps. And if you love that, awesome. You can keep it as is and you're good to go and we'll start decorating. However, I have some string left, so I'm gonna look at how much I have left and I probably am going to just do the base. I'm happy with the top, so I'm just gonna work on the base most likely, just in certain spots, adding a little bit more. Now that I say that, maybe I won't, because we've got a decent amount. Like there's a lot. So we could go through this. I think I'm also gonna take a little bit of this and create like a little door for our little cute little bees. Yeah, I am gonna go over this one more time. So this time you don't have to be as like precise. You're just looking where there might be some holes and just kind of filling it in those spots. And it'll just add some more texture. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And I'm going to, though, purposely, I want to make a little door at the bottom. So let me see first. Where did you come from? Are you from here? Oh, you are, good. I was like, oh no. So I'm gonna make a little door. So I'm going to purposely cut off a piece so that I don't run out. And then the rest I'll just use to fill up the rest of this hive. Little bee pot, little beehive is ready to now have the cute little honeybees and a couple flowers, a little bit of greenery. So we're gonna decorate it. And then we're gonna talk about this. This is gonna be like the little cherry on top for this project. I'm so excited about that part. Still gonna be using right now regular glue. We've gone through 2 sticks, or a stick and a half right now. So it does take up a little bit of glue. So be aware of that as well if you dive into a project like this. All right, let's change up our camera angles and let's decorate that, shall we? All right, so all this is decorated. Now what we've got to do is this lovely glue stick right here. This is actually a dent repair glue. You can find these on Amazon. I will, if I am smart enough, I'll remember to link this. I'll try to. But again, found it on Amazon. And it just gives this really pretty amber honey look. We've used this on a book stack before. So what I'm gonna do is I gotta pull this hot glue out. See, that's really easy to do. And we're gonna put this one in, and then I've gotta push out all of my clear glue until we get to the yellow stuff. So I'm gonna get this all started, and then we'll add in our lovely amber colored glue, and I think we're almost there. Yeah, okay, perfect. All right, let's get into adding the honey, shall we? Well, there you have it. The lovely, adorable little honeycomb floral arrangement. Oh, so cute. Again, all of these supplies, for the most part, except for I added a little bit of paint in the middle there. That wasn't included. And then the regular glue sticks. But everything else came straight out of the summer Celebrate the Seasons crate. Again, the fall pre-order will be opening up soon. So if you haven't yet signed up for our newsletter, go ahead and do that. And as soon as the pre-order happens, we'll be sending out emails. The pre-orders normally stay open for about a week, and then poof, whoever got them, and whoever didn't, cries later. Super excited. To all of those who have purchased either this summer crate or any of the other Celebrate the Season crates for any other season, thank you so much. Maggie and I so much appreciate it. We love making these. We love curating these. So this is a little extra fun creative thing that we get to do. So thank you for that. We truly appreciate it. Let's see. What do we all have to do? Well, here on YouTube, if you're loving these videos, can't get enough, want to know when the next one goes up, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell to find out about the 150 style sola wood flowers, along with craft supplies and greenery, and sometimes subscription, well no, not sometimes subscription boxes, we have those too, subscription boxes, and sometimes lovely, fun, event type things. Go to yourlovely.com, but before you scoot, let me give you something. Use the code YouTube30 to get 30% off your first order. All right, you guys, I will see you right here next week for another tutorial. I'm Stephanie from Oh You're Lovely, and you, my friends, are absolutely lovely. Bye.